Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my 2025 NFL season-long player props, and I'm so excited to bring you these picks. Last year we went 6-1. It was absolutely profitable. It was probably the best betting market I've bet on ever is season-long player props, especially when you talk about the NFL and college football. I absolutely love these picks for many reasons. Futures, season long props, they are great opportunities to really, really make cash. Similar to the stock market and savings account and CDs, the longer your investment, the better the return. So it is an investment, so you're gonna have to, wait a little while for your money. I guess that's the downside, but the upside is just crazy, diabolical, as the kids would say. The lines are not as sharp as they are week to week. So that's one value that you have. You're not going to get to say, oh, Dak Prescott's facing the Packers. They have the third best defense, da 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 da. No, you have to base this on a whole season. And that what that means is the line makers, the books have less information to go off of as they have week to week. They also can adjust more week to week. Who does that help? That helps the bettors. So the less information that the books have, it always goes to help the bettors, which is me and you. Also, another benefit to season long player props, more info to go off of. You're going to see when I go through these players, I have so much information on these players. Probably so much you don't even believe how much information there is out there that I'm going to propose to you. You're going to absolutely know for without a shadow of a doubt these picks are going to hit when I'm done describing them. And as I said, the only downside is it is an investment. So you're not going to get your money back in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So you're going to have to ration that money out, whatever you have, put them to season long player props. I put a lot more money into season long player props than some people do. That's because it's been extremely profitable to me. Now, you can put what you want, but if you're going to bet week to week, some of that money I'm betting week to week, I'm putting on a much better value play, which is my season long player props. So, with that being said, I have five great season long player props that I'm going to go through with you. Of course, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I will be your tour guide throughout the NFL and college football season. I will have college football season long player props coming up very soon. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to my first pick, which is Dak Prescott. Okay, Dak Prescott here. I'm going to go over Dak Prescott's number. 2025 passing yards projection. This is what is projected when it comes to prize picks and other apps as well, DFS, or you're talking about sports books, and it's 3,800. This number is too low for me, and I'm going to describe why. 2024, yes, he only had 1,978, but he only played 8 games due to injury. But here's some important facts about Dak Prescott. No true starting running back. So there's not a running back that everyone knows that's coming in that's going to, take 15 to 20 carries. There's no true bell cow. What does that mean? Dak Prescott's going to have to throw the ball more because that running game is not going to produce a lot of running yards. Another thing is the defense is not great. Okay. Defense is still not great. So what does that force him to do? It forces him to possibly play from behind or in shootouts, which is going to make him have to have more passing attempts, which more passing attempts means more yards. So 30 to 40 attempts a game, that's a lot, and that's how much he should have to throw in a game to win because the defense is not going to win it and the running backs are not going to rush for it. Another thing you need to know about Dak Prescott. He's ranked number one in the NFL in go routes past 15 yards the past 2 years. So when it comes to throwing go routes, he is absolutely great. Well, guess who his teammate is? George Pickens, who is the number one receiver in go routes past 15 yards in the last 2 years. So those two combinations right there, I know it's going to be some big plays, which is going to help us even further on this passing yards projection. If you're worried about his health, I get it. But here's something I want to tell you about his health. His health has been back and forth. 2019, he was healthy. 2020, he was injured. 2021, healthy over this number. 2022, injured. 2023, healthy. 2024, injured. Only played 8 games. Now it's 2025. What should happen if we follow this same pattern? He should be healthy and over his number. I think it's a huge bounce back year for him. Also, he has a good offensive line. They invested in their offensive line, and he has great receivers. You got CeeDee Lambs, you got George Pickens, you got Ferguson, a great tight end. So he has really good weapons. And another thing, my last important fact for Dak Prescott, he plays 10 games in a dome. He plays inside a dome. You can't beat that. He also his home games are in a dome, and then he also has the Raiders and the Lions on the road in a dome. So he's going to have really good conditions for 10 of his games. And you might not think that's important, but if you think about snow, wind, rain, all these different type of conditions that the weather brings, that can mess up a quarterback's throwing opportunities. And that's when I said week to week, they can judge those things. But you don't have to worry about that with Dak Prescott. He's most of his games are going to be in a dome. He even plays Chicago early in September, so he's not going to be playing on the road there. So he has really good opportunities. No reasons why he should go under this number. I absolutely love over 3,800 passing yards for Dak Prescott. My next pick is Jalen Hurts of the Eagles. 2025 passing yard projection was 3,199. 2024 passing yards is 2,903. So he went under that last year. But a lot of that was attributed to the fact that they threw the ball the fewest in a very long time. The fewest in the league in a very long time. No one has thrown the ball as that many times less than anybody than the Eagles. The Eagles just did not throw the football. They were hammering to Saquon Barkley. But here's the thing about his important facts. Defense has lost key players from last year. What does that mean? We talked about it with Dak Prescott. When the defense is not as good, which means you may be in more shootouts or you may be behind more. And what does that usually mean for the quarterback? He's going to have to throw the ball more. Okay, so that's going to be one reason he's going to throw the ball more. If you want to talk about his prior seasons to last year, 2023, he threw for 3,838 passing yards. 2022, which was actually his rookie year, he threw from 3,701 passing yards. So he was over this projection easily in his first two seasons. Last year, because they didn't throw the ball hardly ever, he was under. I don't think that trend continues. Here's another thing. Teams will try to take away Barkley and force Hurts to beat them. They will not allow Saquon Barkley to run up and down the field. They are going to force Hurts to make plays with his arm. If I'm playing, I'm stacking that box. I'm forcing him to throw the football. I'm not allowing him to run the ball. I'm forcing him to throw the football, and I'm pretty sure that's what most teams are thinking right now. Also, as quarterbacks age, they run less, throw more. He's aging, getting older. I don't think he wants to take those hits he took, which is going to force them to make more short passes. Instead of running him, they'll throw a quick hitch to the receiver. Also, still has Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, really good tight ends. Goddard. So I really love the people around him. And not to mention, Saquon Barkley is a home run hitter. He could throw a screen pass, and Saquon Barkley can take it 80 yards. And that's another way they can get him the ball outside of handing it to him. So I absolutely love his over 3,199 passing yards. I think he's going to easily cash for us this year, and that's Jalen Hurts. Next guy is Justin Fields of the Jets. I get it. Justin Fields is a guy that a lot of people are on the fence about, but I am not. 2025 passing yard projection is just at 2,575. 2024, he had 1,106 and 10 games, and some of those games that he played was in spot opportunities, coming in as a runner, things like that. So important facts about him. He only needs to throw for 151 yards per game to cash this. It's not like he has to go crazy in the air. 151 yards is super doable for an NFL quarterback that has the confidence that they should have in him and that he should have in himself. Another thing, the best offensive line he's had in his whole career. So he has a really good offensive line. Some people behind him that can protect him so he won't be running for his life as much. Look for them to get a lot of like hitch passes, passes out the backfield, quick passes to get him going so he doesn't have to think too much on looking and reading the defense. Other thing is everyone believes in him. Obviously, everything coming out of the Jets organization is that they're all in on Justin Fields. Coach Glenn is in on him. Everyone believes in him. He's turned into a leader as well. Um, So everybody is all in for this guy. And I don't see no reason why, if he plays all 17 games, he should not go over this number. First time they're actually building around him. Not to mention, he has one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. So the Jets actually are ranked to have the easiest schedule in the NFL. I think this will be the best version of Justin Fields. He also has Garrett Wilson, a great receiver. He's going to be able to get these passes out to these running backs as well. Hopefully, they're going to help him. I absolutely love his over 2,575 passing yards for Justin Fields. Next guy, we're going to go with Michael Penix Jr. of the Falcons. Michael Penix Jr.'s passing yards projection is 3,299. 2024 passing yards was only at 775, but he only started 3 games, so it's a very small sample size. Um, Here's some important facts about Penix. Great targets, London, Mooney, Pitts, and Bijan Robinson, the running back. These guys are all home run hitters. I absolutely love every last one of them. His relationship with Drake London seemed great in his 3 starts. They really showed some great chemistry. Not to mention, Bijan Robinson is a great pass catching back. Um, and, let's be honest, he's a natural thrower of the football. So there's not going to be a lot of issues here. I see Kyle Pitts also working to get better. Mooney is another home run hitter as well. He averaged 245 yards in his 3 starts. So he only started 3 games, but averaged 245 yards. If you do the projections for a whole season, 17 games, that's 4,165 yards. Absolutely way over this passing yards number. So I love this number for him right there. He also plays his home games in a dome. So similar to Dak Prescott, half his games will be in a really good condition game. Even more because he plays, in a division with another team with a dome, and he plays in division with teams with pretty good weather, similar to Tampa Bay. So weather should not be an issue. Conditions should not be an issue. As I mentioned, a natural thrower of the football. I absolutely love this number. I think it's way too low for him. Michael Penix is going to go off this season. Go ahead and cash his over 3,299 passing yards from Michael Penix Jr. My last pick of the day is Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars. 2025 passing yards projection 3,624. 2024 passing yards, he was at 2,045. That is because he only played 10 games. So he was injured, injury riddled season, but new head coach. That's a great offensive coach that he's getting. This new head coach, Liam Cohen, who worked with wonders with Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay and that offense. He's coming in here trying to shake some things up that's going to help out Trevor Lawrence here. 2022, he had 4,113 yards, and in 2023, he had 4,416 yards passing. So, you can see that he's able to get over the 4,000 mark, and his projection is not even close to that. So we're getting a huge discount there. No running game and the 31st ranked defense in 2024. So, not a great running game, no running back to really speak of. In fact, it may be a lot of passing to these running backs, as you saw in Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield dropping it off to these receivers out of the backfield. Another thing is the defense is not very good. What does that mean? Same thing as I said prior earlier to with Dak Prescott. It means Trevor Lawrence is going to have to throw the ball to stay in games or to come back in games. Has great receivers. Brian Thomas, I love him there. Travis Hunter, we know that he's super, explosive. So he has some strong weapons as well. He's been over this number every year except last year because he was injured. So, he's a guy that's going to go over this number if he can stay healthy. I believe he stays healthy. He's working on his footwork. He's working on a lot of things to get better. I absolutely love over 3,624 passing yards for Trevor Lawrence. Now we're going to go ahead and go back. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the information that I gave you. And then give me a comment as well. I will be your tour guide throughout the college and NFL seasons. I will have player props. I will also have best bets throughout both of these seasons, but these player props are absolute gold. Do not waste too much time. Go ahead and try to put these picks in. I don't care if it's a $10 wager, a five-man flex, however you want to do it. I'm sprinkling a lot of money on these. I also will have an updated show as we get closer to the NFL season, but go ahead and get these picks in now. I'm telling you, they're gold. We've been killing it here in the past few years, and I'm going to continue to do that as well. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. I will have WNBA content, and I'm still going to continue to have my summer league content as that's coming up. But for now, man, lock in on these NFL futures. They are absolutely value cash. With all that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.